How does Medicaid impact bank accounts under guardianship? Have you ever wondered how Medicaid affects bank accounts when someone is under guardianship? This is an important topic for families caring for incapacitated adults. Let's break it down in simple terms. When a person is deemed incapacitated, they are often referred to as the alleged incapacitated person. Medicaid eligibility is closely tied to the assets and income of this individual. Medicaid has strict rules about how much money a person can have to qualify for benefits. Generally, the alleged incapacitated person cannot have more than $2,000 in countable assets. This includes any bank accounts they may have. If a guardian manages these accounts, it is essential to understand that any funds in those accounts are considered available assets. If the guardian has direct access to the funds, those amounts count toward the asset limit for Medicaid eligibility. Now let's talk about joint bank accounts. If the alleged incapacitated person shares an account with their spouse, Medicaid usually does not penalize them. The spouse's ownership rights are recognized. However, if the joint account is with a child or another person, things can get tricky. The type of joint account matters. Some accounts are true joint accounts with rights of survivorship, while others may only be for convenience. This distinction can affect whether the funds are counted as available assets for Medicaid purposes. Guardians need to clearly state any joint accounts when filing guardianship petitions. They may also need court approval to change or retitle these accounts to comply with Medicaid rules. Funds in guardianship accounts, which are controlled by the court or guardian, are also counted as available assets. For instance, if the alleged incapacitated person receives an inheritance or settlement, those funds will count against the Medicaid asset limit once they reach adulthood, and the guardian takes control. If the total assets exceed the allowed limit, Medicaid benefits may be denied or requiring repayment, including potential liens on the estate after death. Guardians can use several strategies to manage these assets while keeping Medicaid eligibility intact. They can apply for Medicaid benefits on behalf of the alleged incapacitated person. They can also renounce inheritances that would push the individual over the asset limit. Establishing special needs trusts or Medicaid asset protection trusts can help shield assets from being counted for Medicaid while still benefiting the alleged incapacitated person. Guardianship courts typically requiring detailed accounting of bank accounts and assets to ensure compliance with Medicaid rules. This transparency protects the interests of the alleged incapacitated person. The guardian has a duty to manage these assets wisely to maintain Medicaid eligibility while meeting the needs of the person they care for. In essence, Medicaid significantly impacts bank accounts under guardianship by limiting the amount of accessible assets. Guardians must carefully manage these accounts, especially joint accounts and court-controlled funds, to avoid financial issues for the alleged incapacitated person. Proper planning and court oversight are key to navigating these important rules.